There's Brian the Robin, Brian as we call him, named after my dad because my eldest daughter said there's some sort of folklore that said if you see the first robin after someone dies, it's them come back, but who knows, eh? But there he is. Every time we come up here, this was my dad's place. He comes to see us, so now I've started to give him offerings to help him through the year. Don't mind doing that. I love a robin. Hopefully he'll know that's where he can be fed. I'll put worms in there for him as well as seed. I've got some seed for him today. It's about 0 degrees at the minute. I'll just show you the bit of light dusting of snow. He's just flown off, but he won't go far. Happy New Year, Brian. And then hopefully that might encourage other seed eating birds to see him on there. I mean, it's a beautiful day. Yesterday was quite windy, almost like a storm's brewing up, but it's 3:30ish in the afternoon, 2nd of January 2026. Lows winter sunshine, but it's bitterly cold, but without that wind it makes it manageable. I love it up here. Oh, he's back. He's back. Yeah. That green compost tub he sat on is actually a huge ant nest. ATV just come past, quad bike. No doubt exploring the sliding roads, country roads. That road, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, it's just the other side of that wall there is a Roman road. I can get my finger in view. Where's my finger? I'll find it. Ah, there we are. Just the other side of that wall there, bottom of that tree's trunk there. Yeah, it's a Roman road, and a bit further to the left as you follow the lining of, or the outline of the property, is an old Roman quarry. Crazy, isn't it? To think certainly in this country, someone's going on their holidays. If it is in fact jetliner, possibly. Yeah, to think how close I am, just sitting up here watching the robins feed and the beautiful wildlife of the countryside, how close I am to ancient history. Literally from where I'm sat, 30 feet possibly, not very good with. Let's go take it out wide. What's that? And there's Mr. Robin. Anyway, he's just come back. He's on the bottom branches. Yeah, he's coming back. There he is. Yeah, ancient history. Crazy. And I know these dry stone walls that we have surrounding the property, they were originally built Napoleonic war times, built again originally by prisoners of war from the Napoleonic Wars. He's just flown off again. Yeah, so it's nuts, especially when you think of Australia and USA and Canada, sort of talking in hundreds of years of history. I know there's ancient Aboriginal histories and First Nation history. It's just crazy. What are they up there? Looks like two greenfinches or yellowhams or whatever they're called. Can't quite see. I haven't quite got the zoom lens on my phone to pick them up. And there's another jet off his way, possibly going to Manchester Airport, that sort of direction. I'm in the Midlands, up in the Peak District, so either it's heading north anyway. Yeah, it's a shame I haven't got my zoom camera. I have a zoom lens on my, what I call my big camera, so I can pick them out. I sometimes just like to come up here and sit quietly and see what wildlife I do get up here. And if I can attract as much as possible, then I'm a happy man. If you can hear, it's beautifully quiet. The dogs are around in one of the other paddocks somewhere. They'll make their way around in a while, but you can see the sun shining on the trees. And look at that for dogwood, beautiful red. Lovely and quiet. We had buzzards over yesterday. They're not here today. Oh, that might have been one. After what I've just said, I can't hear him. But there is one family lives local. It just cut across there as I was. Let me get my finger. Where is it? There. Cut across that gap there as I was zooming around. Well, he lives, or he tends to have a post set up on the wall in the opposite field over there. But after what I just said, I bet that he's coming home early afternoon, because there's a little copse that he might live in the middle of a, if I stand up I'll be able to see a little bit better. Over that far wall there, there's a copse. You might just, if I move over, see the tips of the trees in the distance. So I'm on full zoom, so those trees are quite a way away. And it's surrounded by fields, and there's just a small copse with a few trees. It tends to sit on the walls down the side. But I bet that was him. Oh, the guys are back now. There's Amy, she's getting off, bless her. So yeah, and you can smell the suet. Chewy nice. And there's two more. 1, 2. So yeah, that's the route to Manchester Airport. I'm sure it is. There's it. Occasionally you get some lovely low-flying airplanes, as in old Second World War, when they come and do the summer festivals, you know, of fates and things. They fly over, and because it's quite high up and it's quite open land, they come down like a valley from right to left and fly over that way, and they're pretty low. In fact, you can see them in the pilots in the cockpit. But it's knowing when they're going to be here is always the trick, and I tend to hear it, struggle to find the camera. By the time I've got everything ready, they've flown over. I just catch the back end of them. But my dad reckoned to see he described it as a UFO. He stayed up here at a little travelling caravan. He stayed up here one night. I think either looking after some sheep or the horses were lame or something like that. And on that horizon there, he's woken up by bright lights in the caravan windows, and he woke up. He says all he could describe was flashing lights of different colours going across just above that tree line from right to left. And he always said, he didn't believe in UFOs, but he always said the only thing he could think of, it was a UFO. And it went, there was no noise, it was quiet, slow. And he was in the military for over 23 years, and he says it wasn't a helicopter and it wasn't a light plane. He would recognise them. So it all happens up here. The birds flying off. Usually get a kestrel or something just sat on that telegraph pole at the top there, just up there. It's one of his favourite places, and there's a big owl as well. Used to sit just the other side of these trees, just the other side, just around there, on one of the fence posts. Early in the morning when my dad used to come up, feed the chickens, and whatever animals we had at the time, and he'd be sat on a fence, and he didn't fly off straight away. He used to sit and watch, and then he'd fly off. But I've not seen him. I've heard him calling to each other, but I've never actually seen one up here. So that's it then. Just another lovely day in the afternoon. Just give them a run out, feed the birds, show you that it's turned quite cold. I'd say it was 0 when I came up, so it's probably around about -1 now. But luckily there's hardly any wind at all, so it's manageable. So I shall have a quick wander around, make sure everything's okay, and go home into the warmth. Thanks for watching. Catch you all again later. I know these sort of vlog type things are a bit boring, but there's not a lot happening this time of year. Everything's dead, dying, holding back for the spring. But I think we're going to get some snow either tonight or certainly early hours, maybe. Oh, he's come back. Ava's just chased him off. I'll zoom in. That old building there used to be a stable or a barn for goats. We had a mini Shetland pony and he was tiny. We had a German Shepherd that was as big as he was. So we used to go in there with the goats. We've not had any animals up here for about 3 years now, since my dad passed away. Just don't have the time. So I had a proper job, if you like. This is just my hobby. Oh, well, there's another one. I think they're all making a quick exit. Somewhere nice. Prefer to stay here, to be honest. I lived abroad many years, so not that excited about it. And there's Otis. Alright, son. You've been a good boy. Alright, that's it. Time to go, I think. If you'd like to like and subscribe, do the normal. Much appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and click on the bell notification button for more. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm.
Makes all these cold, lonely times where it's worthwhile. Thanks for watching. There's another one right over there. Pigeons are coming in. You can hear the planes now. I don't know. Oh, there's one right above us. Let's zoom in on him. That's the one we can hear. Oh, we can hear a pheasant. Yeah, it's very busy up there. There's a pheasant down in that bottom corner. He chased after one the other day. Didn't know what he was after. He caught a scent and disappeared down that bottom corner. Like that. And then I saw the male go over the wall at the bottom and the female went through this gap down here. Right, that is it. Thanks for watching. And another one up there, look. Get you all again there. One over there. God, it's busy. I suppose it's Friday nights, arrivals, or going on holidays. I'm going now, I'm cold. Tis. Oh, Tis. Come on then, mate. Come. Good boy.